Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Danganronpa V3 Part 38. In the previous video, we made progress through the class trial. I don't really remember the exact specifics. Oh yeah, we think Gonta maybe killed Miyu by accident, possibly. It has been like 4 days since I recorded the last video. I meant to I didn't intend to take so long of a break, just haven't been able to record here recently, so I'm a little fuzzy on the exact specifics. I know we're towards like the final stage of the class trial. We might actually finish it in this video, or we should.
Is the two cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world?
Yeah, we think those got swapped, which is why Gonta like doesn't have any memories or something. Put the red consciousness cord on the right and the blue memory cord on the left. Out of curiosity, what happens if you switch the cords? I don't know. Shit, dude. Try it.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory. Like an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What? Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
Now the question there is that like, okay, even if Gonta doesn't remember, and I guess his consciousness would be messed up as well. Well, you have to assume there has to be something else that would cause him to kill Miyu, you know?
How Gonta's supposed to remember that?
Like probably, you know, on accident, like he was either manipulated or was controlled or something due to the error.
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over.
No one listens to you, Himiko.
Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
What if you're left-handed?
Oh, but Gonta holds chopsticks with this hand.
Yeah.
That's your left hand!
What?
Looks like it's decided.
Thanks, Himiko.
What's decided? He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on.
I mean, I guess it could mean that his consciousness was overridden. But I don't really remember him acting particularly strangely.
When Gonta wake up, Miyu dead. Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Miyu.
I mean, I could see that, but I mean, I don't know. How would he convince? I mean, I guess maybe his consciousness was messed up as well, but
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Miyu!
I still wonder if there's something to do with, because I remember thinking that maybe there's still something to do with Monokuma, right? Like the deal he made with Kokichi, that it would allow him to like override someone's consciousness in the virtual world or something.
Cause why would Gonta do that?
Yeah, it's a lie! I'll never accept this! And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Miyu!
Well, that hasn't stopped anybody in the past.
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you!
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way?
Because I mean, really, he had no way to guarantee that Gonta was gonna mess up the cords. Also,
You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
I do not think so. I think it's just whoever does the killing.
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened!
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder. But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on! That hasn't been decided yet!
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already!
Well, not yet.
I care about the motive!
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
I mean, to a degree, Kokichi is right, because we always only learn motives after we convict someone, generally.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, Kokichi's still not in the clear.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination. Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right?
Will we? Me?
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit!
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
Bro, can I get a flashback real quick? The reason Kibo, Himiko, and Maki can be eliminated as suspects is because, I mean, I gotta refresh my memory here. They were all at the chapel. They would have had no reason, no way to get access to the school, right? Because they had no idea of knowing how to pass through, so... they didn't have access to the crime scene.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
That one kind of confused me because I'm like, it seems so obvious. Only reason it kind
from
of
the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall.
only reason it kind of tripped me up for a second there was just because, like, you know, I'm like, am I forgetting something?
The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list, and you know why, right?
He was logged out. Okay, this is actually almost like a flashback, so it works.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
We're establishing stuff that everybody should know.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off.
Can we? I mean, I mean, not necessarily. I mean...
But what's the reason for that?
Because technically, I mean, we have no... Well, no, because we were together when the actual murder happened, right? We were separate for a time, but, when the noise happened, they were standing next to each other. We have solid alibis?
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Yeah, what's your explanation?
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Yeah, because Kokichi was Miyu's well, I don't know, these both kind of mean the same thing, but the part about him being, like, the paralyzed thing is what I'm getting for. I think this is what they mean. Yeah, but they both kind of mean the same thing. Like, why can't it just be more direct and say he would have been paralyzed?
If Mew touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again? Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi. You don't need to answer that. This is all Kokichi's trap.
Only one suspect left. There's only one person who could have done this. I mean, I guess it's gotta be Gonta, right? I mean, fuck. I almost feel like it's like, I don't know. Unless it's like a trick, I don't know. Sorry, buddy. You were doomed the second I decided to do your social link. I am interested to see the explanation for how
It's Gonta.
Gonta was forced to do it.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching.
Because if it ends up being that his like consciousness and actions were overwritten, I'm not really going to be a big fan of that. But I don't know, because like it's not like
The thing you guys wanted so badly, a truth without any lies. Yu Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy. But you forgot everything, so oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions
You
to
want proof? I've got your proof.
oh, we gonna lie or something?
After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kivo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside.
Mm-hmm.
And who did they see out there?
At that point, we didn't see anyone. Oh yeah, Gonta was there. Gonta, did you see Kibo around here anywhere? No, Gonta not see him.
Gonta.
But that doesn't necessarily clear him. That would have, it could have used the toilet paper to get down as a rope like I initially thought.
Kokichi said it himself. When Yu's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
That's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done
Yeah,
that, but his
I was
avatar
gonna say
wasn't
that,
strong
that-
enough.
But the toilet paper, man, we haven't explained how the toilet paper got there, so that's kind of like the last mystery, I guess.
How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now, I still don't really... Because if he used the toilet paper to rappel down, how would it have, like, unconnected, right, if it can't break?
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
It would have been so nice if that were the truth. Kaito were right and this horrible trial would just end. But
No, that's wrong.
What?
so sad.
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Yeah, really, like, my overall thoughts in the chapter are gonna highly depend on the explanation for how Gonta was, made to murder Miyu.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it.
Because right
to
now,
survive.
just my initial raw reaction is this is kind of, I mean, I like it, but it's kind of just like a worse version of Chapter 5 of Danganronpa 2, as of right now.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please.
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Kaito!
I mean, I do like the extra, like, intrapersonal conflict added to the chapter, but, like, the pure, like reasoning for the murder and, like, the plan trap behind it, like, they're obviously very similar, right? From a storytelling perspective, where you have a character who did not necessarily mean to kill anyone that is going to end up being the Blackened, and then you kind of have to choose to kill them regardless.
Fine then! I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up!
But like I said, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but it will very much depend on the explanation. When all of us survive, I can't back down. Oh, do we have to battle him in a DDR battle? Oh god, he's a astronaut lord. Oh god, how does this work again? Remember, X is not X. Remember, X is not X.
Don't you know that about him by now? I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who kills someone. Damn it!
Yeah, damn it.
Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you
those are
listening
holds.
to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick?
I mean, Kokichi... Oh, those are not holds. Okay, some of these are holds, some are not holds.
Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi?
I mean...
Aren't you my sidekick?
Okay, I do...
Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta?
I'm getting, like, real mind flooded by, like, the same line over and
Why are
over.
you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi!
The holds are just so
Why
awkward.
won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi?
Because it feels like they almost have, like, a different timing than,
Damn it!
your
Who
regulars?
do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit?
I mean, he's tried, but he ain't done shit, man.
Keep saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us!
Bro, you just keep saying the same thing over.
How could Gonta
I was hitting the wrong X.
Still want to accuse him, huh? Keep saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason.
Bro, have I won yet?
Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us.
Like, bro, you have no HP.
There's no way to leave the mansion
Toilet
from the
paper discovered
rooftop.
outside of the mansion.
It ends here!
Damn it!
Did Kaito just turn into Goku for a second there?
The toilet paper we found outside the mansion. That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
The toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Mew's body. It was outside the mansion.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to.
Yeah?
I know because I investigated the roof.
Well, I mean, there is the podium, not the podium, the telescope, but how would you remove that afterwards, you know?
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am. I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end.
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
But, like, you're ignoring the real problem.
What?
Place where the toilet paper was tied down.
There! The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it.
Yeah, okay. I guess that would work. Well,
and then use the doubled up toilet paper to climb down. But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct, because I came up with that idea.
Really?
But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by.
Would it have rolled out?
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
The matter does appear to be settled.
That... it's...
So, it's true. Gonta really kill Mew.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But why did Gonta do such terrible thing?
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop! I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess,
Oh no, is it comic book time?
it's me. Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay?
I mean, won't this be like incredibly traumatic for him?
When you're convinced, you just let me know, all right? Let's end this together.
Like, shouldn't we maybe just skip this step this time, Shuichi?
Okay.
And what color cord? So what do we have? We have toilet paper, bottle of poison, and the cell phone. Start. Okay, what did Miyu bring from Shuichi's lab? Poison. Toilet paper doesn't tear. That wouldn't be the logout just yet. But object of Miyu use, that's cell phone. Okay, what was the weapon? Who was logged out against their will? What did the culprit use to strangle? Itamamoto logged out. Lattice to use like a sled. Okay, map of the virtual world. I'd be like back towards here, right? Okay, Miyu smuggles in a hammer. And through the signboard into the river. Hammer. What was the weapon Miyu brought to? Okay, that would be hammer. Unlock them all. I mean, you could just unlock them all, you know, instantly. You don't have to play the animation 1,000 times, but, okay, Tsumugi was in the dining hall. We were in the kitchen. Kaito was on the roof. Who was investigating outside? Binoculars. Okay, where do the binos go? Okay, this is like definitely the easiest one. Granted, I mean they're all like very easy because of the hints, but
This is the truth of the case!
Alright, strap yourselves in, take a nap.
The case began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged in to the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device. So, we all plug those cords into our helmets and entered the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar.
But like, how would Kokichi know this?
As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well. Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison and placed it on Kokichi's seat. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world,
Like, Miyu, come on. Do you really think Shuichi's that dumb?
was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world.
Yeah, you know, it just didn't seem like the master plan that would work that well.
After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log
Like, it's all
out.
just like way too
Objects
convenient
are
to be
unbreakable.
believable.
Your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world.
I mean, I have no clue what to do in these sections. Like, there's nothing to say, man. But I mean, I can't just skip them because, you know,
the mansion,
they're part of the story, but
while Maki,
they're just
Hiko,
so
Kiko, and Mew
long-winded.
investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside.
I mean, really, I do like the art for the sequences, and that's kind of it. Like, it's just the narration is
She chased after our
so,
group while we were heading toward the
like,
mansion.
overly detailed to describe stuff that you have to know to even see the scene in the first place.
Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks.
Yeah, no, it totally wasn't suspicious or nothing.
That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues.
Which, as everyone knows,
Kokichi
never
searched the
backfires.
salon. Kaito searched the roof. Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen. And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion. Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out. Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out.
Poor Kaito.
It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time. The same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet.
Now, I mean, I assume she didn't, like, necessarily... Well, she wouldn't have necessarily planned for Kaito to be the one she was going to shift the blame onto, but, like, not a good choice. Because obviously, you know, Shuichi's going to work extra hard to defend Kaito.
By having Kaito search the roof, and then forcing him to log out.
Like, best case scenario is you would murder someone and then try and pin the blame on Kokichi, who people would be way more inclined to believe.
She was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly.
I mean, I guess it was just that Kaito was targeted just because he was solely on the roof. So it was just bad luck on her part, like even if the murder had gone through.
Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew. While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind. And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Mew. This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
I mean, it's a cool evil plan. But once again, I can't talk about it too much until
the shock killed Mew in the real world.
we learn the reason for why Gonta was able to be manipulated or chose to do any of this stuff. Because honestly, I'm not really going to be a big fan if it's just that his consciousness was like completely overridden or something.
He left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone. The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope. With a body on top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion. Mew's wall.
There still are certain questions that haven't really been...
were actually right next to each other.
Like, how would Kokichi even know about the whole object wall thing?
That's why Tsumugi
or the idea that
were able to hear the crash from the mansion.
Mew had been able to change her avatar type to object so she would pass through the wall in the first place? I don't think that was addressed. Maybe it was and I forgot, but...
the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby. Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case, because the culprit doesn't remember. This is the truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist.
Bro, I think I've said nothing in like 15 minutes. Like, I don't know.
This is
I'm
the
just not a big
truth
fan
you've
of the
reached.
closing argument. Like, I mean, I just wish it was faster, you know? If the descriptions weren't quite as detailed. Because, I mean, I do enjoy the art. I think the art and little...
Going to not smart boy.
The panel style stuff is cool, but it's so long.
But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Gonta, trust everyone.
Gonta.
But why? Gonta kill Mew, forget everything. Gonta even think he not do anything bad. And then Gonta try to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why Gonta do such terrible thing?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
For once, I wish that we were.
I mean, it's gotta be Gonta, right? Because there's no one cares if Kokichi gets executed.
Huh? Wrapping things up already? What a buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad
Oh god, I
influence on
forgot
the
about
baby.
this fucking stupid plotline.
Oh my, Monotaro. You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I gotta get my act together for the baby.
Like, does anybody actually
Pull
like
yourselves together
the Mono
and
Cubs
let's
fucking have a
begin.
baby storyline? Like, was that something, like, did that go over well in test audiences?
The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
'Cause it's not even like, you know, it's just, there's no humor to it, really. I still don't know what purpose it serves. Okay. Well, we'll definitely vote for someone who, I don't know, who do we troll vote for? You know what? It's all, where is she? It's all Mew's fault.
It seems the voting has finished. Now
Oh,
then,
what we should have done
let's see the
is
result.
what if you could split the vote, right? Didn't you say at the start if you split the vote, for both of them, they both get executed? Is that something we could have done, where we could have had everyone choose to split the votes between Kokichi and Gonta to get both of them? Okay, not enough people voted for Kokichi. But yeah, I think that's something that, like, theoretic, because that's what he said right at the start, was that if the votes are even, then they both, at least I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
That would be kind of interesting to have done that, to, like, flipped it on Kokichi at the end. I wonder if they're gonna make mention of that, because I feel like they wouldn't have mentioned that if it wasn't supposed to be important, right? That or I mean, granted, it has been, like, you know, some days since then, but I'm pretty sure that was the implication, was that if voting are tied, then both people get executed? Or they're both considered the blackened? By God. What was our 1C? Oh yeah, the mining thing. And then I can't remember what our retry was on. It was it was that first hangman, right? I can't remember what it was, but it was kind of weird, but...
Absolutely right!
Well, look at that! You guys voted correctly! Congratulations!
Let me hear your joyful voices!
Give yourselves a hand! Let me hear your joyful voices!
Let me hear your joyful voices!
Damn.
Damn it. Why?
Wah!
Oh, they're all just moping around. They should be happy for themselves. I'm super happy. Hey, what should we name our kid? Well, we should prepare 6 names.
Yay!
Well, we're having 6 tuplets. I'm so happy I might go crazy.
And another
Hey, Kokichi, you said this would liven things up. What gives, huh?
here.
You said you were going to liven up the killing game and the clash trial. And I said I put the motive, the secret of the outside world, in the killing game simulator. No, that was just a lie.
Oh.
Oh, so it was just a lie.
What was that?
You just laughed it off?
Hey,
Satisfied Kokichi, I want you to tell us. What is the outside world? Is it the motive you gave Gonta? I plan to explain all of that, but it's more like, how do I say it? You guys are just gonna assume it's a lie if you hear it from my cute lips.
Oh, I see.
Oh, let's have Gonta explain. Gonta?
please stop!
Gonta doesn't remember anything. How could you expect him to...
All right.
We should all go back into the killing game simulator.
Huh?
What?
Because...
Why don't we ask Gonta in the virtual world?
But
Going back to the virtual world is a much easier way than that pain in the ass method.
Gonta's
We're already-
memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data.
Okay.
I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data. Ta-da! Alter Ego Gonta is now complete.
Alter ego?
I get it. Ha 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 ha.
Basically, it's a separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space. If we listen to what he says, we should be able to find out what happened in that world.
Huh? What this? What happening? Huh?
Is this Gonta? Is that Gonta?
What's that mean?
What sort of phenomenon is this? What did you do?
Hey,
Relax, Himiko. It's not magic and it's not a trick. Alter Ego Gonta is just a computer simulation. It's just imitating Gonta's thought patterns. It's actually different from the real Gonta. Gonta not understand. Who this alter ego person?
now then.
See, it's even stupid like the real Gonta. You can hardly tell the difference. Plus, he's got a Gonta's memories of the virtual world, so he should remember what happened.
Please.
Then other Gonta tell Gonta.
Why?
Why did Gonta kill Miyu? Kill Miyu? Why does the other Gonta know about that?
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, our plan failed. You can tell him the truth now.
Oh. Gonta.
And Gonta no could save everyone? Oh, it was just that?
Huh?
Save everyone?
Gonta don't know.
Answer Gonta. Why did Gonta kill Miyu?
Wrong.
Gonta just wanted to save everyone. He wanted to save everyone.
That's...
Gonta, what do you mean?
Gonta.
Gonta think for a long time. How can Gonta be useful for everyone? Gonta not smart enough to help with trials. Gonta strong but no can fight Exesaws. Gonta feel frustrated because Gonta no could do anything. Gonta understand how this Gonta feels.
Yeah.
Technically, they are the same person.
But...
That's why Gonta think you have to do it for everyone's sake. Gonta think you gotta do it because everyone else not want to.
Gonta.
Kill Miyu.
What?
What, was he convinced that, like, Miyu was the mastermind or something? What do you mean by that? I don't get it at all. Gonta's bad at explaining as always. He has lots of help. Remember what happened at that time? No, we shouldn't have. We want to prevent another murder from happening. Yoink! I'll take that card key then. Kokichi used his lithe body to his advantage and took the card key from Monokuma.
Huh?
The card key? So you used it?
Yeah.
After working tirelessly, I finally found out the door for the card key. After opening it, I saw the outside world.
What?
The outside world?
What?
That was Monokuma's motive? But why would seeing the outside world be a motive? I'll tell you guys in a second, but that was when I found out about Miyu's plan. And it hit me. If I combine the two, then I'd be able to save everyone.
Please wait.
Save everyone? What do you mean?
Hey.
Gotta listen to everything I say first. Anyway, that's when I made a deal with Monokuma. If I livened up the killing game, then he would let me use the outside world as a motive again.
Huh?
Again?
In other words...
Let me chime in. The motive key card that Kokichi nabbed was the right to view the outside world. But even though he saw the outside world, he didn't try and use it for the killing game. That disappointed me, but then Kokichi suggested we reuse the motive. He said that if we bring back the rights to view the outside world one more time, and I decided to run with that idea. So I loaded a flashback light with memories of the outside world and put it into the simulation.
Huh?
Memories of the outside world in the flashback light?
What?
The secret of the outside world in the virtual world was about the flashback light?
You know?
And if it was the flashback light, it would mean the secret of the outside world is part of our forgotten memories.
Huh?
What are you saying?
Wait,
Why would anything about the outside world be a motive in the first place?
Incomprehensible.
What's going on here?
Oh?
You can't remember? Okay, fine.
Get it?
Let's talk about the motive later. We have to finish up this case first. Monokuma hid the flashback light in the simulator, but I knew where it was hidden. And I showed it to Gonta in the virtual world.
hey!
You even knew where it was hidden? That's not fair.
To tell you the truth,
I just placed it. I never said I actually hid it.
too bad.
If anyone had asked, I would have gladly told you where it was. A little late for that.
Always messing
So
around.
Gonta was exposed to the flashback light.
Um,
Yeah, when Kokichi and Gonta leave together. But Gonta can watch Kokichi, so you not do anything weird. Gonta, you're so sweet, but I knew you'd say that. Even without your ridiculous physical strength, as long as you're selfish and courageous, you'll make a terrific bodyguard. Bodyguard? With you by my side, I know I'll be safe from any trap. Okay then, let's go. Wait, Kokichi! It's okay, leave it to Gonta. Gonta keep eye on Kokichi.
Could it be?
Is Kokichi trying to lure Gonta off by himself?
Maybe.
Only person I entrusted with the secret of the outside world was Gonta.
Gonta.
After that, Gonta got taken to forest near mansion. This is flashback light? Looks like it. Maybe the secret of the outside world is hidden in it. We gotta tell everyone. Wait. Are you sure you want to believe a liar like me so easily? Huh? This might be a trap, you know. Shouldn't you check if I'm lying first? I mean, you want to protect everyone, right? This is the perfect time to do it. Protect everyone?
How'd this happen?
And they're going to remember secret of outside world. But that just confused Gonta more about what to do. What can Gonta do to save everyone? Gonta no could think of anything. So I told him. If he wants to save everyone, he should put everyone out of their misery. In other words, a mercy kill.
What did you say?
What?
No way.
Was Gonta tricked?
Wrong.
No, you not tricked. Because when Gonta remembers secret of outside world, Gonta think it would be easier to die. Not really. I don't know. It's not really resonating with me. What? Remember what everyone said at the beginning that this academy is hell? Gonta agree. Academy that forces students to be part of killing game is hell. Everyone think they want to escape this place, right? But if it's still hell outside, what do we do?
Huh?
What do you mean, Gonta? Inside is hell, outside is hell. What should Gonta and friends live for?
How'd this happen?
And everyone who died, what did they die for? I mean, it's still kind of like, I don't know, it's not up to Gonta to decide who lives and who dies, you know? So it actually makes him a little less sympathetic, I guess, if he came to his own conclusion that he would rather murder us, like, than let us live our own lives. It's hell outside and hell inside.
What?
And then Kokichi tell me, best way to save everyone from hell is to put them out of misery while they still not know. The only one who could do such dirty work is Gonta.
Yeah.
That's right, the only way you can save everyone is to free them from this hell. Gonta took the dirty work for us. If he had survived the class trial, he would have lived in this hell alone.
Get it?
Gonta took on that role for us. Shouldn't we appreciate him more?
Hold on!
Wait a minute, I still don't get what's happening.
What
outside world are you talking about? It's hell out there. What do you mean? What did Kokichi and Gonta see? What did we forget?
Hey,
Hurry up and tell us or else we won't be able to understand it.
Right?
Gonta, what pushed you to do such a thing?
Please.
Answer, Gonta!
Sorry.
Sorry, Gonta no can tell you, Gonta.
Why?
Can't tell us why. Because if Gonta tell you, then everyone will end up like Gonta. Everyone despair.
Huh?
Despair? I know a despair that makes you want to die. A despair that makes you want to put everyone out of their misery. Do you think the kind Gonta would tell you about such despair from his own mouth?
But
now we don't know any more than when we started. Now you know how Gonta and I formed the killing game Busters, right? Yeah, and then you can't accept everything about this case. You can imagine the rest, right? I used Miyu's plan and turned it against her. I hid Gonta away from sight where Miyu and I were supposed to meet. Huh? Kaito not here? Yeah, you're right. Oh man, I'm honored you asked me to meet up with you, Miu. Is this a booty call? Or are you here to kill me? So you figured it out, but there's nothing you can do. You can't resist me. I made sure of it when I programmed your settings. Uh-oh, guess I'm in trouble now. Sorry, but you should just give up. This is my only chance. I have no choice but to do this. My inventions will change the world. They'll make the world a better place. My duty is a genius inventor, so I can't afford to die here. Sorry, Gonta, so sorry. Don't be sorry, Gonta. She was trying to kill me too. I mean, he's kind of actually got a point, and she was doing it for very selfish reasons. She said it was for the world or whatever, but that was just a poor excuse. We're doing this to stop the vicious cycle of misery, so you don't need to apologize. But... Gonta, sorry. Gonta, so sorry, Miu. I already said you don't need to apologize. We had to do this for everyone's sake.
It
can't be. Gonta would never...
By the way...
You should know that it was Gonta's idea to slide the bodies at the chapel wall. Gonta's idea?
Gonta!
Before Gonta went to roof, he happened to see Miu walk through wall. Gonta told Kokichi and he'd think of everything else. Okay, so they did at least address that. Gonta gave me that chance. I like to think we make a pretty good team.
Stop it!
Good, what's good about that? You're the worst! That whole story, everything that happened.
Well...
In the end, you don't plan to tell us the secret of the outside world?
Sorry!
Gonta no can tell you that.
Always messing around.
I mean, hearing that story, it sounds like you were tricked by Kokichi.
How can this be?
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, Gonta, at the end of the day, took his own initiative to decide to kill us. Which I do prefer over his, like, you know, just, like, personality being overwritten or something and forced to kill. Like, he made a decision, which I do enjoy. The aspect of choice when it comes to these murders is the most interesting part of the series. As I've kind of said before, which is the reason why I don't like the anime, or the despair arc of the anime with, like, the brainwashing and stuff, because I think it overrides the, you know, the aspect of choice, which is so important. So, I mean, I do like that Gonta got to make a decision. Now, I think it's an incredibly, I mean, selfish is not really the right word. I'm trying to think how to... Like, I mean, it's like Gonta decided to take it into his own hands to decide who lives and who dies, instead of leaving it up to the individuals. Like, it's not his decision to make whether or not, you know, the inside of the school is worse than the outside world. Even if it is actually, you know, horrible out there, it should still be up to each individual to, choose to strive towards escaping, right? And you shouldn't hide that from them if you do have the information. So really, it honestly makes Gonta, like, not that sympathetic here. Because, I can't really agree with his decision in the slightest. Gonta did really kill Miu. Gonta really did it.
Sorry!
Everyone, Gonta's so sorry. Gonta planned to save everyone fail. Gonta not save anyone. Gonta just make everyone suffer for.
Gonta, idiot!
Gonta's stupid, so stupid. How can Gonta call himself gentleman? Everyone, please forgive him. Gonta tried to save us all from despair by taking on the sin of killing us. Fuck that. But you reached for the truth and Gonta's plan failed. All of you could have been saved if you died without knowing anything.
Huh?
Saying it was wrong to fight for the truth? Shuichi, you're not that dumb, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. At least Gonta and I think so. You should have all died ignorant. Gonta even killed Miu for that sake, you know?
Don't screw around!
Enough of your shit, you made him kill her!
Please stop!
No, Gonta is bad. If Gonta kills someone, Gonta is murder, it's true. Gonta make everyone suffer, that is true.
Sorry.
Gonta sorry. Gonta sorry he failed everyone. Gonta sorry for being stupid. Gonta sorry he make everyone suffer. Gonta so sorry. You get it. You don't need to apologize anymore. You're probably all thinking that I should have taken on the dirty work and not Gonta, right? Everyone hates me, so the role of villain is perfect for me.
I know that!
I know that. It should have been my responsibility. When I realized Miu was targeting me, I thought to myself, you must have already have a way to prevent me from fighting back in the virtual world.
I suppose.
And in fact, you are right. You set up so she could just paralyze you with just a touch.
So am I!
That's why I had to ask Gonta to do it. I would have done it myself if I could.
That's enough!
But you didn't need to push everything onto Gonta to...
Please stop!
It's okay. Everyone, please don't blame Kokichi anymore. Please. Gonta, you... How nice can you be, Gonta? You really are stupid sometimes. You're right. Someone as stupid as Gonta could never be a gentleman.
Hey!
So, are we done yet?
Huh?
What?
And another thing.
You guys are kind of starting to talk in circles, so let's just move on to the exciting stuff. The eagerly anticipated punishment time!
So am I!
If you're gonna punish him, then please punish me too!
Huh?
Kokichi?
I know that!
I'm prepared for it. If you're gonna execute Gonta, then I... It's okay, Kokichi. Please let Gonta sacrifice himself for everyone's sake. That's all Gonta can do anymore.
But...
Just promise, Gonta, that everyone forgive each other and be friends, okay? Alright, I promise.
Okay.
It's time to punish the ultimate entomologist, Gonta Gokuharu! Oh, I bet his punishments are gonna have a lot of gross, nasty bugs. Ugh.
Ah.
That's right, you don't like nasty stuff. It's not that, blah. It's coming.
Yeah?
Already? Contractions are speeding up any minute now. Oh no, is it gonna be like a chest burster? Quick, hold my hand!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Because I guess one of them still has to die, right? Hopefully, I guess Monofini, she annoys me the most.
Gonta!
Please, I don't want this. Don't go, Gonta!
No.
Don't cry, Kokichi. Gonta is okay. Gonta not cry. Gonta really not scared. But
How can this be?
Gonta upset. Gonta upset. He can could protect everyone. Gonta, you can't cry either.
It's punishment time!
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like the trial. It does just kind of feel like a worse version of Danganronpa 2's Chapter 5.
Sorry, everyone. Gonta, idiot!
Gonta, so sorry for being stupid. I mean, it's still very good, but I don't know. I guess it just kind of feels like it's like the same concept, just executed a bit worse. Oh. There are a lot of them, sire. Killer bees on a swarm. Oh, I got both of them? Okay, that's good. Now, can Monodam rise on the third day? I do like that final shot there. Surprise! What a twist, huh? Even I didn't see that coming. All my little cubs have been destroyed. Thank God.
Dang it!
Oh, so sad. All that cuteness gone to waste.
Why?
What are you talking about? You're the one responsible for this. Why would you do such a thing to your own children? Because lately they've been acting all buddy-buddy and neglecting me. I'm never gonna get the hang of this whole parenting thing.
But how?
That's why...
Got a minute?
Doesn't matter now. We don't have time to give him attention.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk away quietly and go mourn my dead kids. Later.
Damn it.
Why'd it turn out like this?
Got a minute?
Hey, Kokichi, why don't you tell us now? What is the secret of the outside world? If we don't know it, then we won't be able to understand or accept it.
What was that?
I can't accept it, Kokichi. What is the secret of the outside world? What kind of secret would push Gonta that far?
You?
You really care for Gonta? Explain yourself to everyone and... I don't wanna.
Huh?
You what?
I don't want to, stupid head.
Kokichi!
Oh man, did you fall for all that fake crying? You're so dumb! I would never cry for Gonta!
What?
Fake crying?
Because?
I said the actual truth back there. Gonta would have been real mad. That would have interfered with the game, so I simply lied to calm him down. See? As long as you lie for a good purpose, right?
What? Hey!
What do you mean by what really happened? What did you make him... Why did you make him do that?
Well, you know.
Obviously, so it wouldn't be boring.
Huh?
What are you...
Which means...
I gave Gonta an incentive because I thought it'd liven up the game. Come on, think about it. I actually wanted to save everyone like what Gonta did.
You really don't get it.
I wouldn't have betrayed Gonta. You should have realized that.
Hey!
Then why did Gonta...
Who cares about that idiot? I want to enjoy this game filled with suspicion and betrayal from the bottom of my heart.
Kokichi gave us one of his creepy smiles. When I saw it, I finally saw Kokichi for what he really is. Malice. His entire body, nothing but raw and unfettered malice.
I am the supreme leader of evil, so it's obvious my personality would be twisted.
Actually, you're just the supreme leader. There's no extra adjective.
The more you suffer, the more I enjoy it. There are people in this world who spread grief and misery for no reason than the thrill of it. And I'm one of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others!
You?
Seriously, who the hell do you think you are?
Ben?
So for your own entertainment, you sacrifice Miyu and Gonta?
You're so dumb.
What's so bad about that? You killed me for money, right, Maki Roll? I mean, he's got a point.
You bastard.
Someone like you has no right to call me Maki Roll.
Do you want to die?
You look so much better with a scowl on your face, Maki Roll. But hey, you guys are just way too trusting. If only you suspected me more, then Miyu and Gonta wouldn't have died such meaningless deaths. Well, no, I mean, it kind of would have still happened.
Don't screw around.
But meaningless deaths? Kaito screamed and sprinted to Kokichi like a bullet. Dull thud resounded through our skulls.
Oops, sorry. I tried to dodge you, but I punched you instead.
Kaito!
You?
By the way, Kaito, is it just me?
I guess he maybe knows.
Or are you way slower? Maybe, just maybe, Kaito is hiding something from us too.
Kaito!
Kaito kept coming at him, and Maki glared at Kokichi with piercing
Wait
eyes.
a minute.
Someone who claims to be bad at fighting, you were pretty agile just now. You believe in a lie like that?
You bastard.
Oh my god. You really want to die, don't you?
Let's have more
Oh, did I finally provoke you enough? Is it because of Kaito? Maki! What am I thinking? Maki wouldn't lose to her cool for a guy like Kaito. He's way too pathetic. He's all bark and no bite. Let's face it, the ultimate astronaut is just a trainee anyway. Kokichi never got to finish his provocation. No one cared about what he had to say anymore. They all rushed to Kaito's side.
Right?
Kaito, are you hurt?
Are you alright?
You stand. You need to lean on my shoulder.
Sorry.
My MP is at 0, so I can't use any recovery magic. How the hell are you already out of mana? What's got you guys all worried about this pathetic guy?
That's wrong!
Pathetic? Look at yourself, Kokichi. What?
No.
Kaito always has us by his side, see? But no one wants to be around you. We're all alone, Kokichi. You always will be. And I have your underwear. You never forget that. Don't talk about friends. Friends don't make this game any more entertaining.
Oh, man.
Boring. I'm no longer interested. I don't care anymore, but I will tell you this. The one who will win this game is me. Kokichi spat out those words and left the room. I don't know, Kokichi in terms of, like a Nagito analog, right? I mean, they obviously fulfill very similar roles in the story. I like Nagito more than Kokichi. I still think Kokichi's interesting. I'm glad he's in the game. I think having a character like that makes the story more interesting, but I liked Nagito's more. Like, the way he kind of almost, it was even, like, his malice was justified in a way. Like, at the end of the game was kind of cool. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I shouldn't judge it too early, but as of like this point in chapter 4 of this game and the end of chapter 4 of Danganronpa 2, just to compare those two kind of like antagonistic characters, I would say I like Nagito more. Now that Kokichi has like fully outed himself as like, he's the villain, so to speak. Whereas, I mean, he's done villainous stuff in the past, but there was always kind of like a tinge of something else to it.
Kaito!
Like, in a way, like, his plan to distribute the motive videos actually would have probably, like, helped in the end, as opposed to, like, even though he did it for selfish reasons, there was kind of, like, a tinge of, it being the right thing to do, or, like, the best way to avoid a murder.
Huh?
By getting everyone on the same page. Kaito?
Hey,
You don't look well. It didn't seem like he punched you that hard, but...
What?
Did you hit your head or something? I'm okay. It's fine.
Okay?
Don't push yourself. You should lie down and... said I'm fine. Kaito tried to get up, but... Kaito doubled over, his knees gave out, and he collapsed hard.
What?
Kaito?
Blood? Why? What's the matter, Kaito?
Come on. Don't freak out over this. It's nothing. My cold just got worse is all.
I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
You're a robot and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill. I just coughed too much, cut my throat or something. I don't know.
As he spoke, he somehow got to his feet. Yeah, that's it. I just need a drink of water. Sorry, but I'm gonna head back to my room.
Kaito!
Okay, I'll go with... Don't follow me!
Huh?
What? I can walk on my own. I don't need your help, Shuichi. Kaito staggered off.
Well...
I'll go with him. It would be bad if he collapses on the way. Right, we'll leave you to it then. Don't worry about it, Shuichi. Kaito was just stressed out is all. Why? Why did it end up like this? I thought I could help. I wanted us all to survive. I wanted it so damn bad, I kept fighting for it, fighting for the truth. And this is what I get? Trying to survive, we're just playing this stupid game. Just like Kokichi.
Damn it!
It's almost time. Yeah, it's almost time. This should be enough. I'll end it. Now is the time. I'll end this killing game.
I mean, he did say he was gonna win, right? Which would, the world is mine, Kokichi Omaru? Okay. Oma? I can't remember how he said it, but... Yeah, I'm guessing he's gonna come up with a plan to kill everyone else at once, because, I mean, he said win, right? And the way the rules are designed is that the game could stop with only 2 people are left, so there wouldn't technically be a winner. But, you know, him saying winner singular would, kind of imply he wants to kill everyone else. But yeah, let's go ahead and stop here. It's a good chapter. I would say it's probably the second best so far. I still like chapter 1 more. What was chapter 3? Chapter 3 was, that was the one where, yeah, okay, maybe, seriously, what the fuck happened in chapter 3? I'm being serious, I don't remember. I just keep thinking of Ryoma, but that's chapter 2. Chapter 3, oh, yeah, the stuff with Angie and everything. I like that one. Chapter 2 is my least favorite. I would say it goes top to bottom, 1, 4, 3, 2 right now. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because it's gonna start at something, but, yeah, that's gonna be it for this video.
My adorable Monoka.
Next time we will go into chapter 5 and get ready for, you know, we're getting into the end of the game. I believe there's 6 chapters, just based on the, you know, the shelf or whatever has space for 6 different Monokuma figures, so, or 6 different sets, so I'm guessing there's at least maybe 6 chapters at a finale, or the 6th chapter is the last one. So 6 to 7 chapters, so we're getting there. We're in the, maybe not quite the home stretch, but, you know, we're rounding it. We're past second base, at least. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.